Okay, just got done doing rear brakes, pads and rotors for a 22 Kia Telluride. It's a little trickier than some other ones. So I just wanted to make a quick video and give everyone a heads up. So a couple years ago, there was a software update. So whenever you park the car, the electronic parking brake automatically engages, and you can mechanically disable it. But what's easier is when you have the car on, go ahead and hold down the parking brake button with your foot on the brake with one hand, and go ahead and turn the car off, and the parking brake will not re-engage, and it saves you a lot of work of doing it mechanically. You don't have to disconnect anything. It can just stay on the caliper, the part with the piston, and you're good to go. So the other thing that was a massive pain, now if you're just doing pads, it's really not too hard. It's just pretty standard, open it up like a horseshoe and whatnot. But if you want to do the rotors, you got to get the whole mount off. So the bolts way back here, there's one, and there's one further down than that as well. And it's incredibly difficult because you don't get a lot of clearance with the strut. Honestly, it is way easier. I actually got to tighten these bolts up, but it's way easier to just pop these suckers off. I just did it with my impact. They came off no problem. What socket is this? I think it's a 19 millimeter socket. We'll zip those right off. And there's one over here on the bottom. The bolt goes through into a nut. And that was, I believe that was, I already put it back in. I forgot, but I think it was I think it was the same size actually. Yeah, it should have been a 21 as well. So, you just need something to put some counter pressure on there, no problem. But this thing will zip right off. It gives you a lot more clearance. Still pretty tight. I didn't have a compact and powerful enough impact. I have a 3/8 stubby that couldn't get the job done, 12 volt, and I couldn't get my big guy on it. So I ended up just doing it with a breaker bar to get them going, and then I zipped them off with my electronic ratchet. These bolts here, so no problem there. The piston is twist and compress, as most rear brakes are these days on more modern cars. That was a, what is this? A number 6 attachment is what I used to get that done with my tool. It just takes a little time, but they come off. And yeah, when you zip your things back on, I always take out my caliper guide pins underneath here when I have this whole thing off, and I re-grease them with silicone paste. I think it's good to do that. It keeps the shoe healthy, the boot and everything, and good to go. But yeah, that was just a little wrench I threw on there. I'm forgetting all my sizes already. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, that part's pretty standard. But just a heads up, take the strut off, and you can disengage the electronic parking brake without having to mechanically do it and take all that assembly apart. I just kept it all intact and was able to finagle it enough to get it done. So just a heads up. Good luck, everybody.